I don't know how well you can see that, but here we have my new dumb idea on how to make humans perform photosynthesis and all the benefits and stuff. So you've probably know about plants and how they perform. You can't see like anything on here. Can I bring it a little closer? Would that help? What helps with, oh, there we go. And like press that. Okay, now I just gotta center it. There we go. Very unprofessional. Okay, now. Okay, so I just can't, if I go across, it focuses, okay, whatever. Now, you probably know about plants and their photosynthesis because it's pretty known. If you don't know, here's a slight refresher. So basically the plant takes in the sun, you're just a whole information thing, but the sun takes in the plant and it transforms it to glucose, which is sugar, and it's like chemicals and stuff, which is like, yeah, all these things. There's like 6 carbon dioxide plus 6 hydrogen, there's 6, it's like this, it's 6 times the thing, there's 2, there should be 12 hydrogen, 6 oxygen, and it's, you add them together, and this would be 6 carbon, 6 oxygen, you add it, and then when you add those transfer into here, which is 6 carbon, 12 hydrogen, 6 oxygen, plus 6 O2, which should be 12 O2. And there's some chemical formulas here we know, which is H2O, of course everyone knows that's water, O2, oxygen, you know, those ones, CO, carbon dioxide, or it might be CO2, I don't know. And in reverse, so it can go from here to here, that's how it makes chlorophyll, I think. I don't want to go through my notes again to actually fact check that. Now we're going to base this idea off of an experiment that did actually happen. My teacher was telling us about it because we're learning about biology right now, really boring. But here, yeah, it's kind of based off an experiment that they did. It didn't work, but if it did, it'd be very useful, and that's why I came up with my own idea. So basically, they tried to put plant cells into cows so that they could take the energy from the sun and turn to food. Because then you would need to feed the cows and you just need to let them outside. It's really good idea. I don't know what they did though. And of course it didn't work. It seems a little illogical, but there is probably a way to do it. I do not know the method that they tried to put the plant cells in. So my idea uses radiation, because radiation kind of scrambles the cells, right? And then when it does that, the cells could get scrambled, and if you have like 2 things going like this, and they get close together, there's a chance they could kind of go like this and fuse, right? And then we could have the plant fuse with the arm, or other parts of the body. I'm thinking we do heads because then you can have a little spread out of your head and be good for collecting sun, and also very little cute people with sunflowers, like little babies. That'd be very cool. Here's a bunch of little men with the sprouts, as I was saying earlier. So we use it to fuse with humans using low amounts of radiation, because if you use large amounts of radiation, you get radiation poisoning, which could burn, and other, you know, things that could kill or harm you, because that happens. We get little plant people. Well, they wouldn't be little forever. They'd of course grow, and their plants would grow, but they wouldn't have to eat food. They'd just have to go outside, which seems pretty beneficial to me, because then it would take a lot of jobs away, but you can also still eat food. It gives additional. Some of the problems with this. First off, we have radiation poisoning, which could kill test subjects. 2, glucose may not have enough to sustain the average human. I don't fully know. Number 3, League of Legends players and Valorant players are not eligible for this because they do not know what the sun is. They do not go outside. So they're kind of out of this whole thing, which gets rid of a lot of people. And then finding the right plant to fuse humans with, because different plants have different intakes and different needs and different productions and whole stuff. Why we should do this. People who cannot afford food just have to go outside. In poorer countries like Africa or kind of that area, they're on a good spot for the equator, but they don't have food or water, so they do this, and they'll do fine. Cute little sunflowers. Infinite food until the eventual red dwarf of the sun, which is about 3 billion-ish years ago. So if we start now, we could probably get maybe a solid billion years out of it. Other benefits to being plant-like. We can make oxygen out of carbon dioxide, which that would be very good for space travel. Number 2, we could possibly have wooden bark skin through evolution, if it evolved that far. I don't know really how it'd go. Or nature magic. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Any concerns, yeah, you should.